Hi everyone and welcome back to some more MotoGP 20 here on this channel, and this is part number 41 of my career walkthrough, and this is my MotoGP debut. But first we have to do the winter tests, so this will give us a chance to see what this awesome Honda's like. So we go to Malaysia and we're going to do a few laps, test out all the packs, see which one's suitable for our bike. I hope you enjoy it, so let's get straight into the awesome testing. Right, so these are the free packs that you get to use in these winter tests, and we've got nearly 2 hours to test these out. So I'm going to do a couple of laps on each, and hopefully we can get used to the bike as well. So I'm really looking forward to this. It's a step up from Moto 2, so let's get straight out on the circuit and see which pack is going to be most suitable for us for the season. But this is going to be very interesting, so here we go. That's not too bad. Hard on the brakes. Struggling with that front end on this bike. I mean, that's 3 crashes already in the first 10 minutes. Yeah, this bike's going to be a little bit harder to handle. As we just try and turn it in. And I'm not sure whether I'm liking this first pack, but we're on the default setup and it's going to take a while to get used to it. And just find it very tough to change direction. Again, slow it down, get it turned in. Please don't crash, don't crash, don't crash. The front end of this bike is just, it just feels very, very unstable. And we're going to crash a lot, I think, in this first part of the season. And let's just slow it down. We're really off the pace as well. I've noticed I'm really struggling. We've gone a little bit deeper into that corner. And let's see if we can get our first lap in. And it's going to be a 2:03. Oh, not that great. But let's make a few changes and then we'll get back out on circuit. Right, so let's see if we can now. Oh, bloody hell. Be careful. Oh, Cal Crutcho's gone down. Not surprised. So many riders crashing in this session. And can we put in a second lap? This feels a little bit quicker, but I'm not miles quicker. Steady progress, but still struggling. Just keep it tight and just see if we can catch up with more Morbidelli. And again, just trying to. And this pack 2 feels a little bit better, but still struggling with the bike. I've crashed about. Oh no, we've got a gap! Oh, for God's sake, this is a nightmare. Right, just keep it steady, slow it down. Get it turned in. Just slowly open the throttle. And let's see if we can just get in a lap on this pack 2. And oh, for God, what the hell is going on? This bike is absolutely broken. That's about 15 crashes now. Right, let's see if we can just get into this corner, slow it down, and turn it in. And the front end of this bike is an absolute joke. And over the line. Oh God, dear, it was so off the pace. Really struggling with this bike. Right, let's see if we can just be a bit gentle on the brakes. Into the for God's sake, this is. And that was a bit better around there. Still feeling a little bit unstable, but let's see if we can nail this final corner. Let's try and brake a little bit earlier. And hard on the brakes and drop it in. And don't you crash, and to the line. This is probably our best lap so far on pack 2, and across the line. Oh, still off the pace. Ooh, keep that front wheel down. This time's going to be slightly quicker, and about 0.1, but let's just push it a little bit harder. We've got to get quicker than this. Right, hard on the brakes. And let's try pack 3. We've only got just over half an hour to go. We need to put in a few laps on this pack. Right, let's start it off and slow it down. Gentle on the brakes. Turn it in. And please. Oh, for God's sake. Let's keep it tight through here. Hopefully we can get to the end. And at least get 1 lap in. And we can build on that. That was okay. Keep that front wheel down. but still, at least I feel like I'm about 2.5, 3 seconds off the pace. I just don't seem to have much confidence in this bike, and it's making me feel that I might have to lower the level when we go into the MotoGP season. Otherwise, I'm just going to absolutely struggle. Just don't feel very confident on this bike, and again, still slow. Just managing to get around that corner, but again, this isn't going to be a very good time. And a 202.2, just don't seem to have any pace on any pack. I think pack 2 was the best, but I'm actually starting to worry about the start of this season. I just can't seem to. It's not just about the pace. I don't feel confident. Every time I break into a corner, even really slowly, I turn in and I just lose the front. I've lost it on just a normal corner. But looking at the times, pack 2 is probably the best. But yeah, I just can't see. Well, I don't actually want to try anymore. I think that's it for me on this winter test. Right, that is the end of the winter test. I just couldn't go anymore. I'd had enough. I can't believe I've actually spent almost 2 hours testing that bike out, and I only managed about, I don't know, 12, 14 laps. Not that many. Crashed. Oh God, I couldn't even tell you how many times I crashed. I could have made a whole video just of crashes. It was just ridiculous. There's just no confidence, and I'm just going to have to go with pack 2. That was the only one I felt a little bit better on. But the start of this season is going to be, it's going to be so tough. And I'm actually considering lowering the level just slightly, maybe 10%. I'm going to think about it. But anyway, that is the winter test over. Right, so here I go with my first race of the MotoGP season. So we go to Qatar. This is going to be very, very tough. Now, I've started a couple of upgrades, but they're not going to be ready until week 12. And the other one is week 14 when we go to Austin. And also, guys, I have lowered the AI level. I'm going to be honest with you, I've lowered it 10%. I think I'm even going to struggle on that. I just don't. It's not just about the pace. I just keep on crashing. I think you've got to race at the level you're at, and normally, you know, the way I was flying in the Moto 2, the way I was flying in Moto 3, I thought I'd get on a GP bike and I'd be just matching them, and I'm not. It may change in a couple of races time, and then I'll put it back up. But at this moment in time, I'm nowhere near anyone else. And that wasn't too bad around that turn. I must admit, guys, this isn't my strongest circuit, but I am trying hard here and keep it tight through this section. This is going to be an extremely tough race. Oh, don't crash. Oh, that was a close one. I almost lost the rear. Still not feeling 100%. It's been another crash fest. I mean, free practice 4 was just horrendous. And that's why we're having to do Q1 as well. And, oh, for God's sake, man, this is ridiculous. Right, so we're going to need a faster lap for Q2. I don't know how we managed to get out of Q1. That was just, I just put one lap in and it was just luckily good enough. But Q2 is going to be a lot harder, so let's see if we can at least get a lap in without crashing. This race is going to be, I'm actually thinking that I could possibly finish right at the back. And I haven't done that in quite a few years of playing MotoGP games. It's just so tough. I don't know whether it's the Honda. I mean, I've seen a couple of other YouTubers on sort of lower teams like the Aprilia, Suzuki, and they haven't had as many issues as I've had. And we're down at Sector 1. I was expecting that. Just keeping it as tight as possible. And I think we do need to upgrade. Oh, I've gone really wide in that corner again. We need to upgrade some of the electronics. I'm not having too many issues with the anti-wheelie, but traction control, I just don't seem to have any front grip. And I have really tried my hardest with the setups, but nothing seems to. And oh, look at that! Just all over the place. Absolutely, just got no flow. I don't feel very smooth on this bike at all. And I've got possibly one of the best teams, and this bike is I'm not getting the grips of it. I wish I'd gone with Yamaha. I didn't have this much trouble with Yamaha. Again, not the greatest. I'm just going to get a lap in and I'm just going to call it a day, and we're just going to have to start right at the back. Well, we're starting 12th. We're going to be probably the slowest in the session. And just keep it. Yep. Don't crash. So there we go. That is going to be our lap. What place are we going to get though? I will take anything at this moment in time. Oh, we're miles off the pace. A 154.2. It says 7th at the moment, but that ain't going to stay there. Right, let's get straight to the end. Right, that is the qualifying session over, and like I said, we were nowhere near, so we've dropped down to 12th. And Marc Marquez, of course, is at the front. Dobby, Rossi, and yeah, it was just an awful session. At the moment, I'm not liking this bike, which is really annoying.
Greetings to all our viewers from the peninsula of Qatar. The floodlights that light up the Losail circuit are on, and any moment now, the MotoGP bikes will be revving their engines. We're looking forward to great weather for the race, but the rider's only worry might be the sand just off the racing line.
Right, so here we go with the first race of our MotoGP season, our debut on the Honda, and maybe I was a bit harsh a few minutes ago when I said I'm not enjoying it. Sometimes you sort of have a vision of what this bike's going to be like, and of course it's going to take time to get it upgraded and get used to it, but it's just the front end. I just don't have any confidence in it, and again, they're all going with softer compounds. Well, this is going to be an interesting one. I'm just going to try my best, and hopefully I can get into a rhythm, but I think it's more about not crashing. That is my goal, not to crash. If I can not crash and finish in the top 10, that will be a result. So let's see if we can get a good start here. And off we go. 6 laps. Let's see if we can actually stay on the bike. Take a nice position in behind Miller. And a bit of contact there. Be careful. That front end doesn't feel very good. And that is okay on the first corner. And just try and stick behind these two. It wasn't too bad. So we're in 10th place. Just got to try and stick with them. While they're all bunched up, they're not going. We might be able to just nick a couple of places here and there, as long as we don't lose it. And who's that behind us? Oh, bloody hell! Don't take me out, for God's sake! I don't need any help. And just going side by side with Morbidelli there, behind Vinales. Just trying to hold it into that turn. So we've had our first scare. Just trying to get some heat in these tyres. Keep that line tight. So see, can we go on the outside? Oh, just managed to squeeze past there, up to P9. Oh, a bit of contact with Vinales there. And Cal Crutchlow's in front of us, so another Brit. Let's try and stick with another Brit. Hopefully he will protect us, because we're going to need some protection, because I think we're going to get absolutely, completely destroyed in this race. Oh, that was a good move, and we just managed to sneak past Vinales, but he's still holding it on the outside, and we are past. Wow, up to P8 on the first lap, but it's still early days. Let's just try and hold it in behind Crutchlow, just taking that a little bit wide, still not feeling the tyres, and I think I'm going to be very careful with using engine power too. Yeah, because I just think tyres are going to absolutely disappear around here. And let's see, the Honda's pretty strong on the straight, but look at them. I'm not showing that, but our engine isn't up to the level it should be anyway. So into that corner, so we're into lap 2. We're still on the bike. That is one positive, and we're behind a fellow Brit, Cal Crutchlow, and in front of him is Alex Rins, he was right at the front, so he's dropped a couple of places. I'm guessing it's Marc Marquez leading the way, and our teammate is going to be extremely hard to beat. We've got Morbidelli behind us, and we remember having epic battles with him in Moto 2 on the previous MotoGP game, so he's up a level, and he's going to want to compete, especially when I'm on one of the best bikes. Beating someone on a Honda is going to... actually, where's Alex Marquez? I'm not sure. I think he might be behind me. Didn't really look where he placed. But if we can finish better than one of our teammates, that will be an awesome result. Just trying to keep it nice and steady through there. We are feeling like this pace is okay. Who was that just came flying behind us? I reckon that if I'm going to crash, it's going to be because one of these nutcases behind me trying to overtake me because I'm a bit slow. Let's see if we can just latch onto Cal here. Looks like he's started really well as well. Just trying to get used to this bike. Again, and oh, don't you dare! Bit of contact there. Please be gentle with me. My first race. I don't want to crash. That is another lap done. So 2 laps without crashing. I'm taking that is probably, well, I don't think I did many consecutive laps in the qualifying, so that's how bad I was. So 2 laps already. That is a really good result. Can we get a third? Literally, I feel like I'm barely braking on the front brake. I just don't feel like I can. Getting that front wheel on the curbs is just, it's really making me feel uneasy because I'm not even feeling when it's going. Oh, flipping heck, who's that? Oh, Vinales, what the hell? And again! Oh, he's going to try and take me out here. Oh, God dear. Maverick, what the bloody hell are you doing? Flipping heck. Oh, it made my heart go then. I thought I was gone. God, how the hell did I stay on there? Right, please, I need to latch onto one of these. I don't want Vinales by me. He's literally, he's a savage. Just trying to latch onto Cal Quattro here. Oh, come on, come on, come on. On the outside. Oh, just can't push it. And I can see, oh, the doctor's in front of us as well. Valentino Rossi is in front of Alex Rins. And oh, go down the outside of Cal here. Oh, we're putting Cal under some pressure. And he responded nicely there. And he's completely upped his game and he's pulled away again. Ooh, onto the curb, be careful. We've still got Mr. Maverick Vinales behind. And we're trying to get away from him because he's almost wiped us out twice. Again, just trying to catch up. We need to try. Just gone a little bit wide in that turn, and here comes Maverick again, and he is for the 3rd time almost literally running straight into me. Right, we need to catch up here. We need to be good on the brakes into the next lap. So that's 3 laps out the way, and we've still got another 3 to go. And I am already literally sweating buckets here. I mean, it's a hot day as it is, and just trying to keep that steady. And again, just slowly open the throttle. We are. I'm actually going to say this. The bike actually feels a little bit different in the race. I mean, in the practice session, I think it was because sun was in different conditions. I felt like the free practice that was in hotter conditions, I really struggled. The tyres were just, well, just burning up, and I was sliding around all over the place. At night, it feels a little bit better. I think you maintain the temperature a little bit better, and we are starting to gain on Cal Quattro here. Can we actually take another place? Oh, we're going to go for it as we go through there, and we're up to P7. Wow, is he going to come back at us? Yes, he is. Cal's not having none of it, and is he going to get past, or are we going to just be able to beat him? No, I think he's just going to beat us. No. We're managing to hold that position as we turn into this right-hander and just trying to hold him off, and we're trying to latch on to Alex Rins, but no, Alex Rins has managed just to edge away slightly, and he's on the case of Valentino Rossi. But we've managed to overtake our fellow Brit, Cal Quattro, and is he going to come back at us? Oh, it looks like Vinales is taking Cal Quattro, but Cal Quattro's taking Vinales. Oh, them two are having a battle. That's good for me. Now I can try and settle into a rhythm here, and let's see if we can get a bit of slipstream here. And we're managing to hold this position, so we've got 2 more laps to go. We're in P7. Wow, this is exciting stuff. And oh, we're managing to outbrake Alex Rins, he braked really early there, and he's gone really wide into that turn, and we're up to P6. So we've managed to take another position as we're trying to latch on to the Doctor and Valentino Rossi. Can we actually overtake the Doctor in our first race? That would be an awesome result. And but it looks like Miller is giving him a little bit of grief. If we can just... Oh my God, what are you doing, Carol Crutchlow? Oh, what a... God dear, ran straight into the back of me there and almost wiped me out. How many times in this race? I'm like a cat with 9 lives here. Right, that's not too bad into there. We've got Jack Miller in our sights, and we're going free up the inside. Can we get a little bit of distance between us? Into P5. No, Miller's retaking the lead. That was, I tried. But, oh no, we're managing to go past him through that section. And he's not very quick through there. And we have managed to make the pass, which is unbelievable. Now we have Valentino in our sights. Can we actually get another position here? I mean, 5th at the moment is a dream position considering how bad I was in the qualifying and just how bad I've been in general in this first race. So just, oh God, just nowhere near the pace. But hopefully we get a couple of races under our belt. We'll have some idea, going a little bit wide there, we have some idea how this bike responds. Hopefully we can get the grips of the front end of this bike. I think it's going to be a very tough to race around Austin. I think that circuit's going to make it very tough considering how uneasy the front is on this bike, but we don't know. We have an upgrade on the frame as well ready then, so hopefully. And, oh, look at Cal! Cal's going to beat us on the straight, and there's me thinking that this Honda was really good, but is he going to try and take us in the inside? Let's just try and beat him on the brakes as we go into the final lap of the race. Can we finish in this position, or is Cal Crutchlow actually going to take this glory away from us? Because I wasn't expecting to get anywhere near the top 5. That is decent points as well. You've got to look at it that way. We knew we weren't going to be quick enough for a podium, but 5th in your first race in MotoGP when we've been as bad as this. Just trying to keep it steady. It's not too bad. Again, starting to feel that rear not being so good. Got really wide again, but I don't... Oh my God, Cal he's on the move as well. He is going to make an attempt to get past. We've got to be so defensive, but it's hard to be defensive when you don't feel very confident yourself. And we're losing touch of Valentino. Valentino's gone, and he is going to try and push to see if he can get a podium, but I don't think even he's going to catch the top 3. And it looks like it's going to be a win for the champion Marc Marquez, which literally from the start of the race has just disappeared and left F1 behind. We're still holding about 3 riders off, but I think one mistake and all 3 of them will be past us. And it's 0.1, look at that, Cal is literally right behind us, but he has got some heat behind him as we come into the final sections of this race. Are we going to finish in 5th? Oh, Cal's been overtaken, so he might not even... And there you go, Marc Marquez has won the race. And look how far we are from the lead as we take the final corner, and it looks like it's going to be a 5th place finish, and there's a massive battle between them guys behind us for 6th. But there we go, 5th! Wow, so chuffed with that. Oh, and we didn't crash 6 laps. Oh, but we were miles off the pace. Oh, for God's sake. Literally 15 seconds off Marc Marquez, that is. And look at that. That is a decent front 3 as well. Right, let's have a look at the start of the race, and this wasn't a bad start. I mean, all I was thinking, I knew I wasn't going to be as quick as some of the others into the first couple of corners, but I thought just stay on the bike. And I did make a little bit of contact with Jack Miller there, which I had to apologise for because that was my fault. But after that, I managed to just hold a position, and we managed to take a few places, which was good. But this is where the battles started to get very tough, and I was getting bumped around all over the place. And I feel when I made that contact with Vinales, I must have really upset Maverick because he was absolutely savage after that. Once I overtook him, he was just nipping at my back wheel for at least two laps, maybe 3 laps before Cal Crutchlow did the same once I overtook him. But yeah, it was very tough at the start. And here we go, more battles, really trying hard. And again, look, that's when Vinales just literally shoved straight into me. And again, twice in 2 corners, I was really getting annoyed. Look, he was waving his hand. Don't know why he was waving his hand. He was hitting me. And the battles didn't stop. This was me pressurising my fellow Brit Cal Crutchlow, and I managed to just get past him there. And this was a really tough hold here. He was trying to force me out, but just managed to have enough on that Honda Repsol just to get away from him. And he couldn't get back at me after that. He did nickel out my wheel a couple of times though. And this is where I think I got past, I got past Alex Rins. And he just ran it a little bit wide there. So I was really surprised at that one, because Alex Rins was near the front and he was setting some decent lap times. So, but sometimes in the race it's different, and he just literally dropped off after that and he struggled. Right, so this is where I started to get a little bit of pressure from Cal Crutchlow. And look at that! Shoved straight into the back. Almost took me out, and he was really trying hard. But luckily, because there was a lot of riders behind him, he got amongst that battle and just gave me a chance to get away. And this is when I started to get Jack Miller. And on this replay, you can see Cal Crutchlow go side by side with the Repsol Honda, and he was showing a really good pace on the straight, showing that my Honda Repsol isn't up to the sort of level it should be just yet. And he was pushing very, very hard on that lap, and I was lucky to keep that position. Right, so that is the end of the first race of this MotoGP season, and we managed to finish 5th. Let's have a look where... Oh, Alex Marquez came in 10th position, so we beat our other teammates. So that's the first 25 points for Marc Marquez, and he deserved that from start to finish. He was the best. And obviously in the team championship, we've got a strong chance of winning that, obviously, with the 2 teammates we've got. But overall, it was a good first race. Right, so that is the end of the first episode, and in the next episode we're going to go to Austin, Texas. We've managed to upgrade the frame slightly to 40%. We've just started an upgrade on the aerodynamics and electronics, and they won't be ready for the next episode, although hopefully they won't be too long. So we're close to be able to develop the next stage of the engine. We can almost start the next one on the frame, so we're going to have to earn some more development points. Aerodynamics, actually we could actually speed that up, so let's see if we can speed that up. But yeah, it's going to take a lot longer to learn and get used to this bike. And I just want to say that the episodes of this series are going to slow down a bit. Obviously my work situation has changed, obviously, with the lockdown easing off. We have got another game coming very, very soon to the channel, a new set of Corsa, but I am going to try and balance it up with quite a few episodes in the week. I hope you appreciate that. Please keep smashing the like button, sharing the videos, and I will see you in the next episode when we try and get the grips of this Honda, which I think is going to be tough, but I'm in it for the long haul. I'll see you later, guys. Bye bye.